Hello my gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Feroline, and if it's your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave some comments below. Be sure to turn on a notification so that you don't miss out on my next video. So in today's video, I said it. Some people were thinking, oh, you are jealous, you are bitter. She has come out, she said it even herself. Move on, my sister. We told you, we knew already that that was not a relationship. Some people were thinking that maybe we are jealous when we were talking, when we were giving advice. Some people were thinking, oh, you are bitter, you are jealous. No, we are not jealous. Why should I be jealous of another person like me? Me, I'm one person who always put myself in another person's shoes, because anything, the same thing that is happening to her, it can happen to me, That's the reason why we have to learn from each other, It's not always about cloud chasing, I'm not in that class whereby, I come here on YouTube and then I start to say bad thing about another person. I'm here to give people advice, for those ones who want to learn, and change their life, So for some of you lady, don't target certain kind of people. Here in Europe, most of the guys here in Europe, they don't marry. Back in Africa, they don't know the lifestyle of these people here, They are into sambo, boyfriend and girlfriend. Many years. You'll be cooking, doing some research there on the internet, cooking for him. He'll be eating, enjoying, But in return, he won't even think that even you deserve love. You deserve to have a ring. You deserve to have a baby. He won't say, they won't even think about those. Then our people, when they will hear me saying like that, because some, they're delusional already. When they will hear me saying like that, they'll start to influence those ones who have got low self-esteem, to follow them, My sisters and brothers, once when you see that a man, he invites you to his house and tell you that you should live in his house freely without the ring, just know that that man is going to take advantage of you. In the case of our sisters, because if you are not married, just know that anything that can happen to you in his house, the policy won't even do anything. You are the one who brought your luggages. Living with a man that has never even married you. Living with a man that you have never even gone to your parents, to show them that this is the man who wants to marry me. This is the man who sees a future with me, That's the reason why it's very important. Even here in Europe, they always used to teach us that. Teach your kids your African culture. Teach your kids your African language. They don't discriminate. They always tell us to teach our kids, It's the same thing with us, grown-up ladies, we African. It's very important, to keep our African culture, regardless even if you marry any kind of a man that you want. It's not a problem, because it's the same thing like me right now. The reason why you see that no guy have played me, because I have told myself that I'm going to stick to the African culture, A man who's going to marry me, he has to do the right thing. I am not going to move into a guy's house without being married. Unless he marries me, when he marries me, then I might see a future with the man, But if he's not going to marry me, I won't just pick my things, my luggages, and then I start living with a man that has not even married me, because that man, he's going to take advantage of me, So it's the same thing with our sister. Our sister, she was there in that relationship, hoping that that guy, maybe he was going to marry her, do whatever. No, sister, you wasted your time. Those people who are thinking that maybe me, I hate you. My sister, I don't hate you. You are a lady like me, It's just that you made a poor decision, Our brothers, they're here, That's the reason why you shouldn't target just only white people. Target some other nationality, If you are it's just like right now. My friend, she can be in a relationship with a white guy, For me, maybe it's not going to work out, So what do? I can pick some other nationality, Then maybe I can get a good man who's going to be who's going to care for me and my child, That's the most important thing, Not a situation whereby you see like the way I'm wearing. This is Zara, my jacket is Zara, Then I dress good. When I dress good, I just go there, at the club, just looking after white men, No. So look at our sister. Then some people, they want to come and abuse me here, writing messages, say, oh, you're bitter, what and what. No, I'm not bitter. She's just an African like me, I just give my piece of advice, the way I see things, Maybe she was seeing things in her different, in a different way, because you have to know that as human being, we have got our own opinion, our opinion might be different, so for some of you lady, don't allow a man to take you for advantage. Don't move into a guy's house without being married. The very first time when you meet a guy, explain to him, so since you love me, where is this relationship going? Before moving into somebody's house, that's the same thing with me, I'm not just going to take my properties and then I take my daughter, and then I take my luggage and then I start moving into a man's house. No. At the end, even if anything can happen to me, and my child there in his house, nobody will come and people will think that maybe I'm a crazy person, So it's the same thing like our sister, She's not the same person she's not the only person who's doing those things. There are a lot of African lady who does such kind of thing here in Europe. That's why you see that even online, on the dating side, when you are communicating with these people, you find that they will ask you, are you from Thailand? The moment you just tell them that you're from Africa, it's either they block you or it's either they want to use you, and then after using you, they dump you. So for me, personally speaking, I don't think that maybe she's the one who took advantage of the guy. I think the guy took advantage of her, but her, she was thinking that the more she keeps on showing him love, maybe he's going to change. No, sisters, when you see a guy at the very beginning, he's showing you some red flags. That's a lesson. It shows you that this person, he's not going to change. Regardless, even if you're going to move in his house, he's not going to change. You're going to waste your many years living with a guy who does not see a future with you, who does not want to have kids with you. So, my sister, it's time for you to move on with your life. Then next time, even if you get a guy, make sure that, he has to become your fiancé, Don't move into a guy's house without being married, because if you move into his house, you'll be busy decorating the house, just sipping the tea alone there. You see? He left you now. Now you are alone, busy drinking tea alone, with the decoration. Gone. Maybe tomorrow you just hear that guy now is already married to a Thailand lady. Then he's going to have a child with a Thailand lady. That's the reason why it's very important. Research. Make some research here on the internet. So, see you guys in my next video. So, I'll end by saying that by no means is this video sponsored. Everything I say in the video is of personal like. So, you don't need to take my words for it. So, bye-bye, my lovely people.